I didn't think it was like you to turn coward and run.
I ain't being a coward. I'm doing the first sensible thing in my life.
Well, Billy Joe, if you're concerned with being sensible, then why don't you just stop this and sit yourself down and think about this for a minute?
I thought this whole thing out. I'll tell you one thing. I ain't never going to do nobody a favor again.
What makes you so sure that Chris is going to come looking for you?
Darling, there's a road coming straight from that porno studio right up to the front door of this apartment.
What are you talking about?
Lena, I learned one thing in Huntsville, and nobody loves a squealer.
Did Detective Donovan say that Chris knew how you were involved?
No, not in so many words. But he told me whenever I walk not to turn my back and keep an eye on what's going on behind me.
Well, maybe he was just worried about your safety.
Oh, yeah. Sure thing, uh-huh. Yeah, and he teaches Bible school on Sundays, too. Come on, Lena.
Well, it's possible.
Yeah, uh-huh. I'll tell you something. That Donovan, you gotta be kidding, man. He'd be more than happy if he saw me drop down an oil well and nobody ever heard from me again. Now, look, honey, I know you're just trying to calm me down, and I know you're just trying to talk some sense to me, and I appreciate it. I really do.
Billy Joe, I read about that raid in the paper this morning.
Well, you did? Well, what did it say?
Well, I don't want this to upset you, but your name wasn't even mentioned once.
It wasn't not even that I worked there?
Nope. And obviously, the police are going to take credit for this raid.
Well, just because it ain't in the newspaper, that don't mean nothing.
What it means is that your name isn't involved, Billy Joe.
Let me tell you something, darling. That doesn't necessarily mean that Chris can't figure out real quick who the squealer is.
Oh, no, Billy Joe, just wait a minute.
I can't, honey. This is a matter of life and death.
No.
Mine. Now, I'll tell you. If you want to keep a cool head on your shoulders, don't hang around here.
Oh, come on, Billy Joe. Just hang on here and listen to me for a second and calm down. Okay? Now, according to the paper, the girls that were arrested were actresses. Now, it said nothing about policemen.
So what does that mean?
What that means is that the police are trying to cover for you.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And Billy Joe, the police never give out the names of people who give them information.
How'd you know about that?
Well, if they did, nobody would ever tell them anything. Now, according to the papers, everybody thinks that it was one of the guys who worked at the studio that turned Chris in. So the important thing is for us to go over to the coop and act like nothing has happened.
Well, what? You mean like to say, hi, Chris, how you doing? Nice day.
Well, exactly. Otherwise, he would wonder why you didn't show up, and then he'd figure out what's up. Pardon me. Has Mr. Connor arrived yet? Oh, thank you. Mr. Connor? Mr. Connor!
Oh, Ashley, sorry I can't ask you to join me, but I have a meeting with Jerry Holcomb from Publicity.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'm afraid that Mr. Holcomb's not going to be able to make it today.
Oh, really?
No, he got a call from Waco Patriotex, and they told him that he had to have a rush release. He said it was going to take a while, and he'd call you this afternoon.
Well, thanks for conveying the message.
Oh, I told him I didn't mind at all. I was coming up here for lunch anyway.
Well, then why don't you join me?
Oh, I wouldn't want to impose.
No imposition at all. Besides, I just lost my luncheon partner, didn't I?
Well, yes, thank you.
You come here very much?
Well, not as often as I'd like. Most of the girls like to go down to Arnie's coffee shop on the ground floor, but I prefer the atmosphere up here.
Would you like a drink?
Well, now, normally I don't have a drink when I have to work, but perhaps today I could make an exception. Yes, I think a little glass of white wine would be very nice.
Glass of white wine for the lady, please.
You know, I have just been on pins and needles ever since our little talk yesterday about the possibility of me taking Terry's place as Alex Wheeler's executive secretary.
Pretty, exciting prospect, huh?
I couldn't sleep a wink last night.
Well, that's no good now, is it?
I've been wondering when the final decision would be made.
Oh, probably the first part of next week.
Oh, I see.
We'll be interviewing people starting tomorrow.
Well, I hope you won't think that this is too forward of me to ask, but...
What?
Will I be among those interviewed?
Well, as a matter of fact, you will. I'm going to go tell Terry to start making calls to all the prospective secretaries as soon as I get back to the office.
Well, now, that's just real fine. Will my interview be with Mr. Alex Wheeler himself?
Yeah. Mr. Alex Wheeler himself.
His name is Stokes. Bernie Stokes. Right. Now, as soon as you get him out of jail, I want him sent out of the country for a while. I don't care where. Mexico. Ensenada. You're the lawyers. You figure it out. That's what I pay you for. Right. Now, as soon as you get him out of jail, I don't want him getting any bright ideas about turning me in. You tell him that for me, will you please? Thank you.
Don't appreciate being kept waiting all day, Chris.
You're breaking my heart.
Chris!
I've got a lot more important things to worry about than you, Paige.
I came all the way out here to talk to you.
So talk.
I want to find out if my film was in the studio.
You have trouble with the proper term. Don't be afraid. It's a porno film.
I'm not afraid. I want to find out if the police found it.
Oh, I'm smarter than that, Paige. You should know that. I wouldn't leave that print around where the wrong people could get their hands on it.
Then where is it, darling?
I'm also not stupid enough to tell you where I've hidden it.
Whoa, one of these days, honey, you're just going to go too far.
Don't worry about it, Paige. The film is safe. I wouldn't dare let anything happen to it. I never know when I might need it.
No one, Chris, is going to see that film.
Well, no, that depends.
On what?
Well, my finances have taken a turn for the worse. I might have to sell it to keep up with my rent payments here now that my porno operation's been closed down.
You know you'll just start it up again.
Yes, but in the meantime, I don't have any income.
Well, why don't you deal in drugs, honey? There's a lot of money in drugs, and Lord knows you have enough contacts with all the sleaze around here.
Dealing in drugs is so boring. There's too much riffraff. And it doesn't offer the creativity that film does.
Then why don't you go back to California? Aren't you a little lonely for the action out there, huh?
You know, the more I stay in Houston, the more I like it. Besides, I have plans that might help me get some income.
Well, as long as you leave me out of the plan, sweetheart, I don't give a damn what you do.
Oh, but you're a big part of my plans, Paige. A big part. What, no more tough talk?
What are you up to?
Oh, you'll know. When the time is right, you'll know all about it.